At the end of every year, I always like to look back and think, what films did I watch? Because I love the big screen. It's too big sometimes. I'm kidding. I love it. But I always forget, like at the end of the year, what films I actually saw, and then I have to Google films that came out this year, and I'm like, did I see that perhaps? And there's a little bit of uncertainty, and I can't actually remember, did I like that film? What was my initial reaction? So at the start, here's some other movies to show that I am not lying, and I do in fact like the flicks. The main character in A Bug's Life. So I know my stuff. My hair's just got a bit of a gap there, bit of a sneaky gap. It's not relevant, not relevant. So at the start of 2020, January, when everything was to play for and nothing could ever go wrong. I'm being a bit, see what I'm doing there, but we shouldn't, we can't, we won't. Hello, welcome to my video. The start of 2020, I made a list on my phone that I would update throughout the year of the films I saw. So, all the films I've seen in 2020 so far. Obviously now it's the end of the year, so this is we get rid of so far. All the films I've seen in 2020, done. Jojo Rabbit, Saturday 4th of January, and I put a bit of information next to it, like who I saw it with. So this is Jojo Rabbit, Saturday 4th of January, with my brother, Ryan. I saw it at the Odeon. And then next to it, it just says, no snack. Because as the list goes on, you will notice that I actually start to detail more information about the food that I ate whilst I saw the film, rather than actually any opinions on the film. So, Jojo Rabbit, no snack, slug and lettuce beforehand though, which is a sort of like a pub restaurant over here. I didn't actually eat a slug and, you're mad. So we're knocking 2020 out of the park with a comedy, a drama satire called Jojo Rabbit, no snack. After that, I saw My Body is Political, which was a documentary. Saw that Tuesday, 14th of January, with my friend Ryan. So 2 Ryans, straight away. My brother Ryan and a friend Ryan. Again, had a beer and 1 popcorn. And also bumped into my friend Alyssa as a fun coincidence. Just London, isn't it? Sometimes you're like, hey, we're all here. We're all seeing flicks. And this is January 2020, and nothing go wrong. Again, come on. Then I saw Uncut Gems, Wednesday 15th of January. I'm almost a bit impressed. We're 2 weeks into January, I've seen 3 films. Not bragging, but I saw that with my friend Chelsea in the Prince Charles Cinema in London. No snack, but had a vegan pasty beforehand, which was bad, and then we walked and talked afterwards. No idea if I actually enjoyed Uncut Gems, but I didn't have a snack. I did enjoy Uncut Gems, it was great. It was a gem. Why am I so out of breath? Then 1917, Saturday 18th of January, I saw that with my friend MJ. No snack, went home and had a stir fry. Then I saw Weathering with You, such a good film, Friday the 24th of January, and this was a solo watch, saw it by myself. But I'm alone. I was alone, but I wasn't lonely because the cinema is a friend. And I saw that at Picture House London, and I had a bottle of water. I was thirsty, and I'd done lots of walking beforehand, but then I didn't really drink any of the water because I was so engrossed in loving the film. So I took the water home and had it with my dinner. And I did like Weathering with You. I didn't put that down. But next film on the list, please, sir. Like a restaurant or something. Next film. The Personal History of David Copperfield, which I saw new month, Saturday the 1st of February. I saw that with my dad. He got some randoms, I had a bottle of water. Randoms are a sweet. But I don't know what the brand is, Cadbury's Randoms? But yeah, Dad had randoms, I had a bottle of water. Didn't take that one home and had for dinner, I couldn't bloody wait to finish that. The Lighthouse, Friday the 7th of February with my friend Chelsea, I saw that. She got some Mentos, I got some Maltesers because I was unsure whether it would get boring, but I didn't even touch them in the end. Because sometimes you can't tell, can you, sometimes, with some of these films. You're like, well, is it going to be good, or is it going to be... Yeah, it was good. But it was good, like good. Don't touch the Maltesers if it's good, that's the sign. Did have a bit of a discussion beforehand actually, where I was like, or if it's like kind of an arty film, it's a bit disrespectful. I'm not really a big cinema eater anyway, in general. Like the fact that I've listed the snacks may sort of be characterising me as kind of a different sort of guy than I perhaps am. Maybe, who knows. I don't normally go for a snack, I'm not a big snack eater, but obviously when you start highlighting certain bits of information, more so than the actual film, it does make you seem that way. Yeah, no, I've never really... It's rare for me, in fact, I think. But then I don't know, there is a snack on every film. Oh, actually, no, there wasn't. There was no snack, wasn't there? There was a no snack for... Which ones had no snack? Jojo Rabbit, no snack. My Body is Political. I had a beer and 1 popcorn. So that's not really a snack. Uncut Gems, no snack, but I had a vegan pasty before. It's not relevant. 1917, no snack. So actually, yeah, but perhaps I'm characterising myself perfectly fine. I don't need to worry. Yeah, no snack. Oh, okay, and now we're on to the 3 viewings of Portrait of a Lady on Fire. Probably my favourite film that I saw in 2020. I saw that 3 times, and that lady was still on. There was every time she was still on fire. That Portrait of a Lady on Fire. What's happened to my hair today? It's like, I don't know what's happened. It's because I've been wearing a hat. Is that right? Is that right with you? Maybe it's fine. Anyway, Portrait of a Lady on Fire, Saturday 14th of March, solo, saw this baby on my own. Sometimes it's lovely I would recommend it more than anything. Like, it feels a bit weird to start with. I feel like I've been doing it for quite a while, since I was in my early teens. It's just like, I love the idea, I like getting there early. Oh, Jesus, my DVDs. My DVDs! Just for those who are interested, The Science of Sleep, Farewell and Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Minds. Oh, he likes films, doesn't he? This guy, he likes films. He's got Eternal Sunshine DVD. Just put those back very delicately. I only put the DVDs aren't normally like that. They're normally faced horizontally, spines out. Yeah. But I thought, talking about films, position them a bit more. This guy likes film sort of things. That's Synecdoche, New York, Amelie, Once, which I watched last night on New Year's Eve. I Cried Myself into 2021. It's a great film, love it. It's probably my favourite film. That's my favourite film, Once. We've taken a little bit of a segue from the main video. We want to get back to the list of films I saw in 2020. These are just other films that I've seen in previous years. And You the Living, which I got for Christmas. Roy Andersson, never seen any of his films. Heard good things. Let's hope they don't fall on me, guys. Sort the hair out, really. Oh yeah, the list. Portrait of a Lady on Fire. Yeah, probably my favourite film that I saw in 2020. Oh, so good. Seeing films by yourself, you just like, that's what I was saying. I like to get to the cinema about 45 minutes before even the first advert of a car has begun to roll. I like to sort of get there. It's all a bit, I'm not going to be using words to describe this feeling. I like getting there. I hate it when there's a little bit of a rush going on. I do not like it. The most stressful experience, stressful cinema experience, not talking about personal life. We don't have time. Fine. Most stressful cinema experience, me and my brother, we went to see Star Wars, again, not 2020, different year. I can't believe it's been only a year since The Rise of Skywalker came out. How has it not been like a decade? It's mad that only came out a year ago, and we don't have enough time to talk about Rise of Skywalker. That's just all in the look. That's probably, it always says enough. Right, I'll just tell you, I love The Last Jedi, and that's enough of a review to know the opinions of The Rise of Skywalker. We don't have time! What was I talking about, though? Maybe we have to now. Oh no, yes, sorry, Star Wars. Star Wars Force Awakens at midnight screening. I was so excited, but also nervous about the possibility of having to need the toilet throughout the film, because you don't want to ever miss a bit. I was pretty confident with it, and I thought I'd be fine, but then I got a sense we were coming to the end of the trailers, and immediately I was panicking. I was just like, no, I do need to go. And it was packed, obviously, full of nerds. Packed, and no one was that accommodating. No one tucked their knees in. Every time someone walks past me at the cinema, I like to stand up. I just want to make sure that they've got the most amount of space possible. None of these nerds stood up. I hope the joke is clear that I was there at midnight and was so scared about missing any of it. I forced myself to go to the toilet, so who's the real nerd sort of thing. That's almost what I'm saying. And also I look like this, so I shouldn't have need to explain the joke. And my DVDs just fell on me. Just no one stood up for me. I was basically sitting on all these people's laps trying to go, thanks, yeah, no worries, yeah, cheers, thank you. And then I got back just as the Lucasfilm logo came up, and I was like, oh, sweet. Let's buckle in for a trilogy. Anyway, let's get back to the list. I love going to the cinema myself. Personally, I like to get there about 45 minutes beforehand. If I'm scared that it might not be for me, I might buy myself some Maltesers. Just in case it doesn't stimulate my mind, at least I can stimulate my taste buds. I could have worded that a little bit better. And then it's just it's like a walk through the field. And then, you go in and there's no one in the cinema. The lights are still up. It's such a nice experience. It's nice to just have that time to yourself. I really like it. Anyway, Portrait of a Lady on Fire. We went off track there, let's be honest. Let's not be embarrassed about it though. We went off track, but hey, we're back on track. If you're ever interested in what happens in between the jump cuts when I make videos, just clearing the throat, sorting the hair out, worrying about everything. Portrait of a Lady on Fire, my favourite, I don't know how many times I've said that now, favourite film of 2020. And that was so beneficial the first 2 times I saw that by myself. Like that really lent itself to seeing it by yourself because it was so personal. It was like whispering, or it felt like it was just for you. It was so gorgeous bit of flick. Yeah. Anyway, Portrait. Let's get back to the list. Portrait of a Lady on Fire. Saturday, 14th of March. Solo. Had a cider after work and treated myself. What a beauty. So that's the only film I actually put a bit of description where the snack didn't actually take priority in the list. That was also such a lovely, it felt like a kind of like a, I don't know if a milestone's too big of a word, but I'd recently moved to London, really, I kind of took a risk, looking for work and stuff, and then a week before started doing some video editing work, and then this was like the Friday after finishing off some work, and I was just like, I'm just going to treat myself, like I'd always as a kid been like, I just want to live in the city, man, and I want to, do some work in the day, and then in the evening it's all mine, and I'll get myself a cider and see Portrait of a Lady on Fire, and everyone at the time was like, Portrait of a Lady on Fire? That film doesn't exist yet, so how are you saying that? And it's, yeah, so that was really lovely. And then Portrait of a Lady on Fire again, the 3rd time, Sunday 15th of March, saw that with my pal Dodie, and I had salty popcorn for the first ever. I never had popcorn in the cinema before until then. Had salty popcorn and a tap water, please. Then coronavirus happened, so, well, it comes to you fast. I was so adamant that 2020 was going to be the year that by the end of it, I have such a lovely list and I can remember all the films that I've seen. I know this isn't the biggest worry, and I'm not saying that this is the worst thing that's ever happened, so don't, small things are just as important as the bigger things. I was like, by the end of the year, I'm going to have a gorgeous looking list. I'll be able to remember everything. Not just films I'll be able to remember, I'll be able to remember everything that's ever happened in my life and others. It's going to change me a lot. So we've got a Portrait of a Lady on Fires, and then there's a massive gap on the phone with nothing. And then Christopher Nolan, he doesn't care. Christopher Nolan wants you to risk your life. Go to the cinema to see my mad flick. That's Nolan down. I don't know the guy, but that was the discourse online that people were sort of characterising him as. I haven't read enough articles to know whether he did care about me or not, whether I should risk my life. But hey, I did see it. I didn't see it immediately though. I've pretty much been locked down since March due to like family members and stuff being vulnerable and stuff. And I did look on the cinema website that is close to me almost every single day to predict and get a sense, collect the data together to see which times in that cinema were the most busy, to then make my own decision whether I should go. And pretty much every day it was empty, and when I did go there was literally one other guy in the cinema. And yeah, so Tenet, Wednesday 2nd of September, solo, saw this by myself. No snack. There was a global pandemic, but I still remember the formula. No snack, because I was wearing a mask, as the global pandemic is still kind of happening. Guy in front of me drank a pint of soya milk, though, which that was more confusing than the plot of Tenet for me. I do not understand. A pint. He was drinking a pint, and the fact it was soya milk as well just made it seem like so much more thought had been put into it. I mean, maybe that's what he buys when he's unsure whether a film's going to be good. Pint of soya milk. I was baffled, and he was in my peripheral every time he took a sip of it, the pint going up. I haven't really been out since March, I've pretty much been in, so that was my first sort of taste of the outside, and the cinemas I thought did such a good job, and I think collectively people have been saying that, taking extra precautions and stuff. And just from the one time I was there, I feel like that's true, just because like every 15 minutes a guy came in and sprayed down and wiped the hand railing, which was really good. Good. Guy's doing an incredible job. You can't be thinking anything about that. Just the audio, it was so hard to hear what they were saying anyway. He's drinking milk again. So yeah, Tenet, that's the list, and that is unfortunately the end of the list of the films that I saw in 2020. So let's just add it up, because this is what I did the list for anyway, to see how many films I saw. Jojo Rabbit, My Body is Political, Uncut Gems, 1917, Weathering with You, The Personal History of David Copperfield, The Lighthouse, Portrait of a Lady on Fire, Portrait of a Lady on Fire, Portrait of a Lady on Fire, then nothing for a while, then Tenet, and then nothing again. 11 films, and pretty much all in the first 3 months. Oh yeah, and let's just do a quick count of the other data that I entered, that in a way overshadowed the fact that I was doing a list about films. The snacks. We had no snack, no snack, no snack, no snack, no snack, no snack, no snack. So just however many no snacks I had. And then beverages, well, let's really break the data down. Beverages, I had a beer, a bottle of water, as I was thirsty and I'd done lots of walking before, but then didn't really drink any of the water, so just took it home. So let's take the water off, because that wasn't in the cinema. I had a bottle of water when Dad had some randoms, just randoms for Dad. Cider, go in front of me, had milk. We'll put that in, because I don't think there was as much data than the other ones. And then snacks. 1 popcorn, no snack, but had a vegan pasty, which was bad. We don't include that, it was before. No snack, but went home and had a stir fry. We don't need to include the information after the event, otherwise this list would be insane. It would be a diary, it would be continuous. Had a bottle of water, was thirsty. Dad had randoms, done that. Maltesers. Popcorn, salty popcorn. Well, there we have it, guys. Those are some of the films, those are all the films that I saw in 2020. Let me know what films you enjoyed this year. You know, and there's a lot of great stuff on streaming nowadays, so that still counts. I unfortunately didn't do a list of that, purely because I eat so many snacks when watching a film at home. My phone ran out of data, and that's just me being a bit cheeky with it. So I've been Film Guy Crew 298, a film reviewer, and there's been some films I've seen. I love you loads. See you guys later. See you guys later. And let's keep watching films, And let's keep watching films. Obviously not in the cinema, sadly, but DVDs and VOD are a fantastic thing. So let's keep watching films. Pint of milk. Yeah, Portrait of a Lady on Fire. This video is long, man.